And one involved the New York Mets.
Noah Syndergaard had 2 home runs and actually accounted for all of the Mets' runs. He's only the second Mets pitcher to ever do that in franchise history, hit 2 home runs in one game. I can't tell you how many pitchers overall have done that, but I know it's not many.
Yeah, and the other is this piece of garbage, Max Scherzer. I'm sorry, he's the Nationals. The Nats are trouble for the Mets. But
you talking about the Gnats, or are you talking about
the Gnats? The Nats, yeah.
The Nats.
Well, they're trouble for the Mets too. You ever see them swatting stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's terrible.
So I did a little bit of history, a little bit of research last night. The first and previous only pitcher for the Mets to hit 2 home runs in the game was Walt Terrell, I believe it is, Terrell. And
I remember him.
It was like in 1983. Do you remember him?
No.
He was from Ilion.
He was not from Ilion, but he was the player the Mets traded to get Howard Johnson a year later. Interesting. And then, as you mentioned, the Nats, Max Scherzer became only the 5th pitcher in Major League Baseball history. Maybe he was the 4th different. It only happened 5 times.
First one was 1998.
Well, and I object to that because Randy Johnson did do it in 2001.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He did. Well, before that, it was Kerry Wood.
I just go by what's written for me. I mean, I don't know anything. I just read. I read the stuff. Anyway, he said the strikeouts are sexy.
Tonight was at the end of the night was a special night because the strikeouts are sexy. And
speaking of sexy, nobody knows this about. Well, not many people know this about Max Scherzer. And I'm being sarcastic here. He has 1 blue eye and 1 brown eye.
Really?
He looks like a husky, like a Siberian husky.
That's weird.
I'm serious.
He might
really
be a
does.
shapeshifter.
yeah,
Could be. You watched, what was that show with the vampires?
Oh, there's tons of them.
Yeah. Nagel's in studio now. Good morning, Nagel. Good
Good
morning.
morning, Bill.
How are you?
I'm great.
And what have you brought in here today? I like this. It's light. It's summery. It's 81 today.
I know it's going to be such a gorgeous day.
It
I wanted
is.
something to reflect that. It's Shiner Prickly Pear, which is their summer seasonal. This is the 2nd year that they've released it. And
I smell the pear or
it's
almost
a
pineapple.
It's kind of a difficult. I was smelling it while I was waiting to come on, and I couldn't really get a good descriptor for what it is that I smell and taste. It's really different, and that's something that Shiner does very well in their beers. They reflect more of a Texas sort of climate and ingredients than upstate New York. You know? So if you pick up a Shiner beer, specifically their seasonals, they're going to be a little different than the seasonals that you're used to.
It's funny if you travel, right? And Joe, you do a lot of traveling. When you travel, it's the seasonal fare, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just their fruits alone in different parts of the country and parts of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we see a lot of this stuff coming into our grocery stores like never before, you still go to these places and you find a fruit that you've never seen before. And when they say it's seasonal, depending on their area, that's kind of what comes out of that. Might not be something recognizable to us.
Nope. These guys use a lot of ruby red grapefruits in their beer. Their winter seasonal is one that we all love. It's called Cheer, and it has the peaches and pecans. So pretty neat Texas beer, and kind of mirrors our own Saranac Brewery here. Family-owned brewery going back to the 1800s and stuff.
I really like this.
Good.
I like
Glad
it a
you
lot.
enjoy it.
And the taste is different than the aroma.
Yeah, and again, it's kind of a tough one to nail down. It doesn't taste really similar to anything else that I've had. So
if you're somebody who doesn't like anything fruity, this would not be your beer.
No, it does start out sweet and has a little bit of a tart aftertaste.
Yes, but it's light.
Yes.
I like it. Again, the name is?
Shiner Prickly Pear, and we'll have this all summer.
Okay, really nice. Now, I want to talk about the Saranac, the latest,
the Mule Kicker?
This Jed's Mule Kicker, which is a Moscow Mule, but this is a malt beverage, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
Yep.
so talk about that a little bit. They brought it in for us last week. I enjoyed it then. I had one yesterday. It was beautiful out. I had one. It was really, really awesome.
Well, something that a lot of people don't know is that Saranac soft drinks are used it's the premier soft drink to use in cocktails. So they recognize this, and they wanted to use their ginger beer in a Moscow Mule style recipe. Obviously, it's a little different because it's a fermented beverage, so you have to do a little research. It's not just bang, you slap it together and put it in a can. So that's why it was released a little after the rest of the Jed series. But I think they did a great job with it. Moscow Mules are hot right now. People like them. Obviously, they taste delicious. They're light. They're refreshing. They're great for summer. And they're going to be serving that down at Saranac Thursdays right out of the can, too. So.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
The Moscow Mule, I did a story on it, and it's on our website right now. Probably 2 years ago, calling it the drink of the weekend or drink of the summer. But it came out of obviously it's an older drink, it's an older cocktail, but it became, with the return of that TV show Mad Men.
Yep.
It became one of those drinks of choice for.
I always wonder what pop culture reference is going to bring something to prominence.
That's exactly what brought the Moscow Mule back.
Yeah, we tell every
Yeah.
brewery, if you can get in a rap song, a country song, or on TV, you're going
Everything
to make
can
$1 million.
happen. Yeah.
So I have a quick question on the mule kicker. So you would mix the mule kicker with vodka to make a Moscow Mule, or this is their own version
This
of
is
a
their
Moscow Mule?
own version. So
Okay.
it's not. Obviously, it doesn't have vodka in it. It's not a distilled product. It's a fermented malt beverage.
Yeah.
So it can't be sold in liquor stores. You can only find it in grocery stores, which I think is advantageous. There's a lot more grocery stores than there are liquor stores. But yeah, so it's a take. It's not a true Moscow Mule, but it's a take on the flavor of
Okay.
a Moscow Mule, and I think they nailed it. It's just
It's
the
very
perfect
good.
amount of lime to keep it from being cloyingly sweet. And
You're laughing at me. 'cause
I'm laughing because I want Christine to just show Habaika. This is how Habaika looks when he's disinterested.
I came here to repair
Are you
Joe's sense
noticing?
of humor
He
today.
just kind of looks around like the room. He starts looking up like
I'm sitting there watching her. She's like,
This
"Tanny."
doesn't apply to me. I have no interest.
No,
in
it's
this.
not that. I just,
Yeah.
There's a lot of
The min-
contention in this studio this morning.
there's a lot of tension here today. There really is.
Can you rate Andrew's coffee as long as you're right there?
I think Andrew's coffee is excellent.
All right.
Is
there
that a
you go.
French press,
Thank
Andrew?
you. Yeah, well, it's what I do after it to.
We don't
make
want
it
to
good.
talk about that though. Don't let Joe know till after he's consumed it.
Is it Jameson?
Got a
Yeah.
break.
I wish.
My
8:34
favorite.
coming back. The topic is this: if you're into any of the space stuff, SpaceX Dragon returns and brought stuff with it and revealed all of this stuff. We're going to go to Evan Brown from Fox News to give us a little insight. Really cool stuff came out of this. Coming up at WIBX.